Hello guys, welcome back to VK Tutorials educational channel. In this video, I'll be teaching you the most important questions from quadratic equations for your board exams. So here's the first question. It says, if the sum of the areas of two squares is 468 meters square and the difference of their perimeters is 24 meter, find the measurements of their sides. So when I read the first statement, I understand that there are two squares. So let me draw those two squares. So this is the first square and here's a second square. Okay, so this is our square 1 and square 2. And when you read the first statement, we understand that when we add the area of first square and we add the area of second square, we get the answer as 468 meters square. So let this be aside. Now let's get on to the second statement. Here's the second statement as difference of the perimeters is 24 meter. Before that, let us assume that side of this square be x meter. Then the perimeter of that square will be 4x meter. When you read the second statement, it says that difference of the perimeters is 24 meter. So from that I can say the perimeter of second square is 4x minus 24 meter and the side will be 4x minus 24 by 4. Why did I divide by 4? We know that the perimeter of square is what? 4x meters, or we say 4 into side. To get the side, what you have to do is divide the perimeter by 4. So we will get our side. Similarly, what did I do? I took the perimeter and divided it by 4 so that I'll get the side of the second square. Taking 4 common from 4x minus 24, I'll be left out with x minus 6 by 4. 4 and 4 gets cancelled. We'll be left out with x minus 6 meter. So from this we now have the side of the square 1, that is x meter, and side of square 2 is x minus 6 meter. So what is the need to find the squares? We know that the area of square is side into side. So from the first statement, taking this statement into consideration, can I say area 1 plus area 2 is equal to 468? Here area 1 is what? X into x, and area 2 is x minus 6 into x minus 6, which is equal to 468 meter square. So we'll be left out x into x is x square, x minus 6 whole square, which is equal to again 468, x square plus a minus b whole square, x square minus 2 into x into 6 plus 6 square is equals to 468, x square plus x square minus 12x plus 36 equal to 468, x square plus x square is 2x square minus 12x plus 36 equal to 468. Then taking 2 as common from this equation, we'll get x square minus 6x and minus 18, which is equal to 2 common from the right hand side as well. We'll get 234. This 2 gets cancelled. We are left out with x square minus 6x minus 18 will give rise to 234, or you can say x square minus 6x minus 18 minus 234. This is plus 18, okay, plus 18. Plus of is equals to 0. So x square minus 6x minus 216 is equated to 0. Now because this is a quadratic equation, what you have to do is use minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a formula to find the sides. X square minus 6x minus 216 is equated to 0 is the quadratic equation for which we have to find the sides. Here a is equals to 1 and b is equals to minus 6, c is equals to minus 216. So minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a will be giving us minus of minus 6 plus or minus root over b square is minus 6 whole square minus 4, a is 1, c is minus 216 by 2a, 2 into 1. This will be minus of minus is plus, plus or minus root over 36, minus of minus is plus, 216 into 4 is 864 divided by 2, which is equal to 6 plus or minus root over 864 plus 36 gives us what? 900 by 2. Hence, we are left out with 6 plus or minus 30. Root 900 is 30. Divide by 2. That is equal to 6 plus 30 by 2 and 6 minus 30 by 2. 36 by 2, which gives us 18, and minus 24 by 2, which gives us minus 12. As the side of square will not be in negative, our answer is 18. Side of square is 18, whereas the side of square 2 is x minus 6, it is 18 minus 6, will be left out with 12 meter. So the side of first square is 18 meter and the side of second square is 12 meter. Now in the second sum, it is given as sum of the squares of two consecutive even positive integers is 100. Find those numbers by using quadratic equations. This was given in March 2016 board exam. So let's solve. Before that, we should understand what is consecutive. Consecutive means one after the other. Like what comes after 1 is 2, after 2 is 3, after 3 is 4. That's how we understand what is a consecutive. But here we are talking about consecutive, positive, even integers. What are even integers? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, it goes on. Suppose if I say my first positive integer is x, if I consider 2 to be as x, and the next consecutive integer should be x plus 2, because 2 plus 2 is 4, so x plus 2 should be the next consecutive integers. So by this we should say, let us assume that two consecutive positive even integers be x and x plus 2. So by reading the statement, sum of the squares of two consecutive positive even integers. So sum means what does sum mean? Addition. Squares of two positive even integers means x square, x plus 2 whole square. Sum means addition, which gives us 100. So now that we formed the statement, from the statement we got x square plus 2 into x into 2 plus 2 square, which is equals to 100. That is x square plus 4x plus 4 is equals to 100. 2x square plus 4x plus 4 is equals to 100. Taking 2 as common, will be left out with x square plus 2x plus 2 and 2 common here as well, 50. 2 gets cancelled here. X square plus 2x plus 2 is equals to 50. This is the required quadratic equation which you need to solve by using minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Once again, see the question. The question is given as sum of squares of two consecutive positive integers. So firstly, understand what is consecutive, one after the other. So when you are talking about even positive integers, so it will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if I consider 2 as x, the next number obviously will be plus 2. So the consecutive even positive integers will be x plus 2, then goes on x plus 4, it comes x plus 6. That's how it goes on. But we are only talking about two consecutive positive integers, so I take x and x plus 2. Sum means addition. Squares of two positive integers means here the first positive integer is x, the square of it will be x square, and x plus 2 is the second positive integer, the square of it will be x plus 2 whole square. From that we got these calculations, and this is the required quadratic equation. So now put this formula and get the answer. Here's a third question. Sum of the squares of two consecutive even numbers is 580. Find the numbers by writing a suitable quadratic equation. This was given in March 2018 board exam paper. So it is similar to our second sum, where in second sum it was like two consecutive positive even integers, just they changed it to consecutive even numbers. So we know what is consecutive, right? One after the other. Same concept, even numbers, consecutive even numbers. One will be x, the other will be x plus 2. Because we are talking about sum of the squares, from this statement we'll get x square plus x plus 2 whole square, which is equals to 580. That means x square plus a plus b whole square will be x square plus 2ab plus b square, which is again equal to 580. Okay, that means x square plus x square will give us 2x square plus 2 2s are 4x plus 4 is equals to 580. Now taking 2 common on both sides, we'll be left out with x square plus 2x plus 2, and 2 common this side, it is 290. 2 cancel over here, both sides will be left out with x square plus 2x plus 2, which is equals to 290. That is x square plus 2x plus 2 minus 290 is equals to 0. X square plus 2x minus 288 is equals to 0. Therefore, this is the required quadratic equation which can be solved by using minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Just substitute the coefficients and find the numbers. The fourth sum is sum of the areas of two squares is 850 meters square. If the difference of their perimeters is 40 meters, find the sides of these two squares. This was given in March 2019 paper, last year board exam. So this is similar to our first sum as we solved. Solution will be the same, sum of the areas of two squares. So understand that there are two squares, first square, second square, and assuming that the side of first square is x meter, its perimeter will be 4x meter. Now go to the second statement. We know that the difference of their perimeters is 40 meters. So I can say the perimeter of second square will be what? 4x minus 40 meter. Yes. If I take 4 common, it will be x minus 10. Therefore, the side will be 4 into x minus 10 divided by 4. 4 gets cancelled. I'll be left out with x minus 10 meter. So from this I got the side of square 1. This is our square 1 and this is our square 2. Side of square 1 and side of square 2 is x meter and x minus 10 meter. Now go to the first statement. We understand from this statement that sum of the areas of two squares is 850. That means area 1 plus area 2, that is area of square 1 and area of square 2. If you add them, we'll get as 850 meters square. What is the area of square 1? It will be side into side, so x into x, plus area 2 will again be what? X minus 10 into x minus 10, which gives us 850. X into x will give us x square, plus x minus 10 into x minus 10 will be x minus 10 whole square, gives us 850. So that is x square plus a square plus b square minus 2ab give rise to 850. X square plus 100 minus 20x is equals to 850. So that is 2x square minus 20x plus 100 is equals to 850. Taking 2 common, we will be left out with x square minus 10x plus 50, which is equals to, again 2 common over here, it is 425. 2 and 2 gets cancelled on both sides, will be left out with x square minus 10x plus 50 minus 425 equated to 0, that is x square minus 10x minus 375 equated to 0. Therefore, this is the required quadratic equation that needs to be solved by minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. That's how we find the sides of the fourth question as well. Now on further solving the equation x square minus 10x minus 375 equated to 0, we know that a is equals to 1, b equals to minus 10 and c is equals to minus 375. Substituting the values like minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a will give us what? Minus of minus 10 plus or minus root over b square is how much? Minus 10 whole square minus 4 into a and c is minus 375 divided by 2 into a is 2 into 1. Minus of minus 10 is plus 10 plus or minus this will be 100 minus 375 into 4 will give us 1500 minus 1500 divided by 2, that is equals to 10 plus or minus root over 100 plus 1500 by 2. On further solving you get 10 plus or minus 1600 by 2, which is equals to 10 plus or minus 40 by 2. So we'll get 10 plus 40 by 2 as one thing and another one is 10 minus 40 by 2. So answer is 50 by 2 and minus 30 by 2. This is 25 and this will be 15. Here there are two sides. First side is 25 and the second side is minus 15. Because the side cannot be in minus or negative, we have to consider 25. Side of square one is 25 meter while side of square 2 is 25 minus 10, which is equals to 15 meter. The fifth question, it is given as a train travels 360 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. What it means is a train has to travel 360 kilometers. So at a uniform speed, it is traveling. But if the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, for example, if it is 60 kilometers per hour, it is going at 65 kilometers per hour. Then it would have taken 1 hour less. Obviously, fast train, if the speed is more, the train will travel faster and it will reach its destination faster. Find the speed of the train is what you have to do. This is given in July 2019. Train problems are very important. Concentrate on what I say. It is very easy, but listen to the question. On reading the question, we understand that there is a train which has to travel a distance of 360 kilometer at a speed. Let the uniform speed be x kilometer per hour. So it will take certain time. We know from the formula speed is equals to distance by time. So time will be equal to distance by speed. So the time taken by this train in this case will be distance by speed. What is the distance here? 360 by speed will be x. So this is the time taken by the train in the first case. In the second case, it has to travel 360 kilometer. Yes, but the speed is increased here. The speed is 5 kilometer per hour more. So you say whatever the normal speed was, that was x kilometer per hour. Now it is x plus 5 kilometer per hour. So time 2 will be 360 by x plus 5. Now we understand that in this case, this is case 2 and this is our case 1. In case 2, the train is traveling faster and this is a slower train. The first case is a slower train. Now they have said that the difference between the faster train and the slower train is 1 hour. So what you have to do is, we know that slower train time minus faster train time will give us how much? 1 hour. Here the slower train, why am I taking slower train first? Because it will take more time. More time minus less time will give us a correct difference. Here the slower train is 360 by x and faster train is 360 by x plus 5, which gives us 1 hour. On further calculation, we'll get the LCM as x into x plus 5 is the LCM. This will be 360 into x plus 5 minus 360 into x, which is equals to 1. This implies 360x plus 360 into 5 will be 1800 by minus 360x by x square plus 5x, which is equals to 1, which again implies 360 and 360 gets cancelled. We'll be left out with 1800 by x square plus 5x is equals to 1. This is equal to 1800 is equals to x square plus 5x. This multiplies here. Hence we have a quadratic equation, that is x square plus 5x minus 1800 equated to 0. So this is a required quadratic equation which can be solved by using our minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So these were the 5 important problems from quadratic equations, very important for your board exam perspective. Thanks for watching the video. Please do subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon. You can follow our Facebook page at vktutorials.in, also our Instagram page vktutorials_. Log on to our website www.vktutorialacademy.com.